Charles Huckabee. Charles is a longtime member and past president. Charles is an investment advisor here in Winter Park and has been since 1987. The title of Charles' speech is The Toy Index.
So, you may be asking yourself, what is the Toy Index? I'll have you know, the most sophisticated, educated, complex banking decisions are made on the Toy Index. The Toy Index is watched by every economist, every broker, every banker, every Fed chairman. What, pray tell, is the Toy Index? I'll tell you in one moment. So you say, the Toy Index, the depth and breadth, the largesse, the magnitude of this thing tells us everything we need to know. Where are interest rates going? Where are gas prices going? What's inflation? Where's my housing price going? Where's the stock market going? You say. You ask yourself, as you ponder over your statements, and you look at your housing statement, and you look at all these things that concern you on a day-to-day basis, and you watch the news and it's pandemonium, mushroom clouds on the horizon, China, COVID, war in Ukraine, everything's coming to an end, and it's doom and gloom. Turn the TV off. It's as simple as this. The Toy Index conveys to us as people, whether we want to pay attention to it or not, at your own peril. Everybody has visions of grandeur, of what they're doing, their plans, and all this other stuff. You can't ignore what's happening in the economy. Everybody in the world that goes to school, high school or college, whatever, needs to understand how the economy works. Economics 101. This is very important. I told my daughters when they were in college, just take a couple of business classes. Accounting, basic economy. That way you know how things work. I don't care what kind of an economy you have, what kind of system, whether it's a capitalist system or a socialist system, or even communist. This is very important because it tells you what's happening in the world and how things work and why things are happening, and you can't scream at those greedy bankers on Wall Street or that crazy guy in Washington because they're just along for the ride too. So, the Toy Index, what is it and how does it work? Well, it's as simple as this. The Toy Index is comprised of boats, trains, planes, automobiles, and such. Why would you say, would you pay attention to that? Well, right now, you can't get a car, right? You go to buy a new car, the car lots are empty. You can't buy a house. You go to buy a house, there's 3 other chumps there willing to bid it up a higher price, and you can't get that house. So, things are changing, I do believe. So back to the Toy Index. Now the Toy Index is comprised of small boats to big boats, small airplanes to private jets. Now why would you pay attention to those? Well, a very simple Toy Index is the boats for sale on something like Boat Trader or Craigslist. Now, right now, just this year, the inventory of boats, now these are ski boats, runabouts, ski nautiques, bow riders, fishing boats, the average guy boat, the index has doubled. So there's twice as many toys for sale as there were in January today. And the index is going up. Just because the Toy Index is going up, this is not a bull market sign. This is not a sign that things are, happy days are here again and glory, hallelujah. This is something we need to pay attention to. The plane index, Piper Cubs, Cessnas, 2-seaters, 4-seaters, all the way up to the luxury execujets, the G4, whatever your jet preference may be. These are multi-million-dollar jets. So, the prices of those toys is very important. It's more important than watching the stock market, the bond market, where interest rates are going, what the Fed's doing, and all this other stuff. This will tell you what to do today, right now. So, as prices, you've watched, I've watched, paid attention to this. Boats, the average fishing boat, 10, 20 grand, 30 grand, all the way up to 150 grand for a nice offshore boat with twin 300s, 30-foot, yada, yada, yada. These boats are used on the used market. The used market indicates first before the new market responds, meaning the boats at the dealers are holding their price. The boats for sale by you and I are starting to get a little soft. The sellers are wanting to negotiate. The sellers of planes had a price firm 6 months ago. Now it's make an offer. So when do you do what you need to do when the index shows you what to do? And how do you know what to do? I'll tell you. When we hit capitulation. So right now, it's the runabouts. The 45-foot, 50-foot Vikings and Hatterases, they're still firm. When they say make an offer, the red light's going off, and it's time to do something. Well, right now, the 45 and 50-foot and the mega yachts are firm. But soon, they'll be asking you to make an offer. And then the companies that make those boats will reduce their orders. So, if you want to know what's happening in the economy, get on Craigslist, pay attention to how many boats are for sale today and then tomorrow. Watch prices. Go out and pick out an individual item and look at the price and look at it. It's still in the market 6 months from now, you got a problem. So, you know what's happening? Watch the toy index. Thank you very much.